Hello family, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is how I make a perfect, soft, delicious and fluffy moi moi. I will start off with washing my beans. I'm going to be using this white beans. It's called iron beans here. So I'm going to be washing it with water to remove the back, that is to peel the back. So first thing, I'm going to soak the beans for a few minutes in a bath, just few minutes, and turn it like this. Then after a few minutes you start scrubbing it together, just like I'm doing in this video. You understand? By doing like this, the back will be coming off. Just keep doing it. You keep going. This method is just my own method. They have other methods of peeling beans back, but this method works perfectly for me. As you can see here, the backs are already coming off, so you keep going until you cannot see the back of the beans that haven't peeled. So you can see the back are peeled. So I will add water, like enough water into the beans. So I'm going to be sieving out the chaff, because when you pour water, enough water, the chaff will hang on top of the water. So I'm going to be sieving out the chaff into a sieve, because you can see I'm doing it here. If your beans enters, you pick it again later. So I'll keep doing this with water until my beans becomes very neat and clean. So these are the chaff. I've selected out the beans that fell inside. These are the chaff. You can give it to your goats or anything, or you can just pour it in your farm for manure. Then here my beans is clean, ready. As you can see, it's very neat and they are still strong. That's why I like this method. It doesn't break the beans. Very fine and clean. So here, these are my ingredients. I'm going to be using this tomato, fresh tomato. I'm going to blend it together. Then this is tatashi, or in English it's called red chili pepper. So I remove the seeds before adding it. Then here, this is my pepper, normal habanero pepper. So I'll add it to it. And here I'm adding my onions. I'll cut it into chunks so that my blender can blend it well. So here now I'm going to be boiling the eggs I'll use. So this is my crayfish. I've already selected it. Selected out the dates from it. So what's remaining now is to blend it. I'll mix it together so that the blender can be blending every ingredient together at once. So here I'm going to be scooping it into my blender. As you can see, after scooping it into the blender, you just add water just right above the beans, just right above it, or just let me say where the beans stopped, that's where the water will stop. Like I like my moi very soft, not watery, but very, very soft. You understand? I don't like it hard. So if you want your own to be stronger, you can add less water. So here I've blended it. It's smooth now. See the color already. So I'm showing you it's smooth. Then here I forgot to introduce my ginger. So I have to add my ginger. I've peeled it, and I've washed it. I just cut it into chunks so that my blender can blend it. So here now everything is ready. I'm going to be pouring the blended ginger. Can you see the color of that moi moi? Can you see the color? Just natural things. So here I'm going to be using Titus fish. I cut it into small pieces. I washed it. Some people parboil their fish, but me, I don't really parboil my own. I like the taste that it gives my mai. In case you don't call it moi moi, I be mai. It's called bean cake in English. So here I'm adding my seasoning cubes. Just break it down very well, because so that a chunk will not enter one place. You understand? Just like I'm doing. Make sure they are smooth so they can mix very well. Then here I'm adding my salt. Then I'm going to be adding my vegetable oil. Then after adding my vegetable oil, I will mix it. Mix it very well, thoroughly, like everything should bind together, not pour, like be drawing like a bolo like this. Hey, then after that, if it's too thick, you can still add water, like to the consistency you want, but make sure you don't add too much water, because so that you will not like it when it's too soft. It will be watery. So here I'm going to be using this container. I'm going to be oiling them. You see, I've oiled it just so that when I'm eating, it will not leave too much dirt in it, to be smooth. So here I'm going to be scooping my moi moi inside the containers. I'll make sure I don't fool it too much, so that when it boils, it doesn't puff out of the container. You understand? So after scooping them into the containers, here they are. So I'm going to be adding my egg and fish into it. Then, just like I'm doing here, you add your fish, your protein. You can add any other thing you want to. Apart, if you want to add biscuit bone, you can add anything you like. You add into it for your own decoration, But me, I like using eggs and fish. Titus, precisely. Some call it scrumbia. The fish is called Titus over here. Some call it scrumbia fish. So here now, I've put my pot on fire with a boiling water, just very small, just at the middle of the. Make sure the water is at the middle of the container, so that it will not puff up and enter it. So I'll arrange it inside and cover them up. So here, I finished setting it. I just realized it couldn't enter my pot, so I have to use double pots. So you can see what I did here. So we are going to cook this for about an hour. I'm cooking it for an hour because my gas doesn't have so much pressure. It's not that high. So I'll leave it for an hour and keep checking it. You keep checking the water so that when the water is about to dry off, you add water, so that your pots won't burn or get damaged. So here is up to an hour. We are going to check whether it's ready. Can you see? Your moi moi is ready. So this is the face. See how fluffy it's looking. I bet you this mama is so delicious. So here, this is me enjoying my fluffy moi moi. If you like this recipe, subscribe to my YouTube channel, like and comment. Thanks and God bless you. I know you want to eat. You can go and try it. Finished.